Hello, this is the Captain Paxo, welcoming you back to some Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Ignore that first shot, it was absolutely horrendous. We are playing the Quarian infiltrator, which is a pretty bare bones infiltrator. Like, she doesn't have any fancy schmancy hunter vision or anything crazy like that. Like, the best thing that she has is either sticky nades or sabotage, and you can see I've gone with sabotage, which isn't going to be any use whatsoever against the Reapers. So we've just got cloak. But that's all good, it means we just have to play a little bit better than everyone else. Honestly, that's kind of why I like this infiltrator, is like, you have to play well with the infiltrator in order to do well with the Quarian, because you don't have any good abilities to supplement your lack of skill, so to speak. Not sure how that shot missed. But this is going to be the general game plan, is just cloak and shoot, and sometimes hit. Sometimes hit. So this is going to be a really interesting game, and I can't wait for it to start to warm up and start to get really interesting and get to the point where, well, shit hits the fan. I'm thinking of titling this like a series of unfortunate events, because it gets real rough, you know. As we get a pretty clean sweep of wave 1. One person goes down, but that's not the end of the world. Happens all the time. Get ourselves the devices. I should have cloaked beforehand. It's a neat little trick. And this person's using the, I think it's a Sari Justicar is technically what it's called. Using the bubble. You don't see a lot of people using that bubble. It gives you like damage resistance when you're inside of it, but it's not a lot. It doesn't make it worth sitting inside of the bubble all that much. And enemies spawn behind us because it's firebase hydra, and you get flanked so easily. Not sure what I'm thinking right there. I'm just kind of a little freaked out, like, I thought I was going to do the device, but other person got on it first. Good thing we can one-shot these cannibals with the Mantis. Mantis 10. Good old Mantis 10. It's a surprisingly good weapon considering it's a starter weapon. And because I'm using this kind of, this setup where I have to rely on tactical cloak and can't really rely on anything else, I need a really strong sniper rifle. Well, I don't need one, but a strong sniper rifle is, it really fucking helps. So I've gone with the good old Mantis, because I don't currently have the Widow. Maybe I'll get the Widow in a couple days, though. That'd be interesting. Line up those headshots, because bosses do actually take headshot damage. That's something that I didn't really think about all that much until recently, when I got a headshot medal off of killing a brute, which is pretty interesting, and I started to realize, oh yeah, they do take headshot damage, like crazy amounts. I mean, of course I used to go for the head anyway, but I never really thought too much about it. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a fail. Miss. Alright, reload, get in cover, miss, alright, reload, tactical cloak, and we get a headshot, and okay, shield gating, thanks, and, yeah, okay. Couldn't even hit a stationary target, what am I doing? Tends to be quite a contrast of play when I'm using a sniper rifle. Either I am just absolutely flawless and I'm able to chain headshots really well as enemies spawn behind us again, because, you know, firebase hydra, and we're getting swarmed here. This is not so good. So I'm going to start trying to pick off the long distance threats, because this is a long distance map, right? There are huge lines of sight, so brutes aren't the primary threat here. I mean, as long as you can keep moving, brutes are not going to threaten you. It's the Ravagers that are really going to be a threat, much like in the was it last episode? I think it was last episode. The was it the one before it? I forget. I'm losing count here. I've only done like 6 Mass Effect 3 multiplayer videos, and I'm already losing track of which ones I've done. But the Firebase Rio one, where I was the Turian Ghosts, the good old jetpacks. Again, having to prioritize those Ravagers because long lines of sight and they will demolish you. The brutes weren't really the problem, and they still are not the problem. So yeah, that's going to be priority, right? Take out those long distance guys. Hopefully the rest of my team can take out the close range enemies like the Banshees and the Husks and Brutes and whatnot. I'm going to be getting confused a little bit as well, because I'm hearing sounds, and I'm trying to track down these enemies based on the sounds that they make, but it's not really all that reliable at all. Like, I'll hear a Brute to my right, I'll turn right, and there's nothing there. You know? But on our team we have, I believe that's a Vulture Soldier, using a Flamer build with, I think that's a Crusader, doing some really good damage and setting things on fire. Oh, Jesus. Mad stuff can sneak up on you in this map. Good lord. Of course, the Asari Justicar, who's doing bubble stuff. And we have the N7 Slayer, who's doing a crap ton of damage with his phase disruptor. As I hit that cannibal and it doesn't one-shot, so I'm thinking maybe that I didn't hit it in the head or something. And that person revived. The thing about the cannibal is their execution takes a really, really long time. Like, you can revive them as their execution animation starts, and you will be able to revive them before they get executed. It is so long. This is bad. I'm getting pincered by everything here. Gonna get away, regroup with my teammates, because I know they're getting chased down by a Banshee, but the Banshee isn't facing me, so it's safe to return, if that makes any sense. Now I'm going to help with this Banshee by missing my first shot, and eventually landing a shot, and I'm going to try and cover our flanks, because this is a map where you need to have a retreat plan. If you don't have a retreat plan on this map, it gets really, really messy really, really quick. And we learned that the hard way, as two Brutes are encroaching, but this isn't the worst thing in the world, because we can kind of kite these guys around. But the last guy who's in this squad is the well, I mentioned that, didn't I? I thought I cut myself off there. Sorry about that. Yeah, Phase Disruptor. He's managing to do quite a number with Phase Disruptor, although right now he has been executed, which leads me to believe that he's trying to melee Banshees, or at least biotic charge them, miscalculates the damage that he deals, and just, yeah, eats a grab to the face. Yeah. You see, this was actually a pretty decent match for me, as I believe that was a headshot. Hard to tell with the lag and the movement and all that sort of good stuff. This was a pretty decent match for me, but the N7 Slayer and the Asari Justicar seem to not have as good of a time. Which is a little bit of a shame, considering that, you know, the N7 Slayer is an absolute powerhouse if played correctly, but I'm not sure if this person is playing him correctly. Don't know, haven't got the N7 Slayer, haven't played him for like 3 years. And even when I did play him, I really wasn't very good at him. You can see here I'm prioritizing those Ravagers, just lining up those shots against them, ignoring the Brutes and everything. Even when I had a fantastic line of, like, a fantastic shot on them, I was just like, yeah, I need to just go for the Ravager. Cloak, hit them in the little eyepiece because that seems to deal the most damage. And now, teammate needs reviving, so I'm thinking the Asari Justicar is going to go off and revive them, so I'm going to go get the device. But what ends up happening is Asari Justicar comes back and bubble. So, not really too sure how I feel about that. Maybe there was just far too many enemies to revive the teammate. I don't know. That guy sits still very kindly, very politely. I kind of need enemies to stand still. Well, actually, we discovered earlier that I'm not very good at hitting a stationary target, but here we're going to find out I'm not very good at hitting a moving target either. As this Asari Justicar starts to get pincered, and I need to take out that Marauder, so that's a little bit less so. And she's running into a bunch of enemies. This is really bad. There's like 6 Marauders here and a Ravager, and I don't deal enough damage with this Mantis to be able to get through the shield gating that Marauders have. Like, even with the cloak, I can't one-shot these dudes with a headshot. It's very frustrating. This Ravager actually seems to be hitting the that little barrier next to me, so I shouldn't do what I just did there. I should have just stayed in cover where I was, because the Ravager wasn't able to hit me, and neither were the Marauders. But anyway, N7 guy manages to get the the good old objective as I get pounced on by a brute. Jesus. Need to get out of there. Don't want to get grabbed. Probably should have reloaded before I dropped down. Just a cheeky little cancel of the animation. But it's just me and the brute. This is no threat whatsoever. The biggest threat that brutes pose is when they sneak up on you. As they just did. But I was able to get away from that pretty safely. Bye-bye, brute. On to the next wave. Sweet! So again, in my perspective, things are going pretty smooth, you know? Going pretty well. Wave 7, this might be where things start to get a little bit... Ooh, a little bit nasty. I think some enemies just spawned to my right. Not too sure. I thought I saw them out of the corner of my eye. Again, Hydra is just a map where enemies tend to spawn behind you. There are not many spawn points on this map at all, so they kind of take them when they can get them. Even when it's just like, I'm not sure that should be a thing. Yeah, this guy's biotic charging fucking banshees, which is very risky, but I've discussed in previous videos that you can do it, you just have to be really careful and really tactical about when you do it. I have to wait for the banshee to get stuck in a long animation for you to be able to punish. Fail on the husk right there, but hey, it's a small hitbox. What can you say? As I freak, I see some bullets fly, not sure where they're coming from, so I just make a quick circle, try and find where they are. They're coming from down below, and again, Ravagers. Cancel into... Good old cancelling the reload, because otherwise it's a really long reload, and there are ways... Oh yeah. Faster DPS, right? Managed to pop him. This is interesting. So I'm not sure which one I just hit there, but let's see. I hit that guy with a tactical cloak headshot. Tactical cloak, second headshot. He's still standing. What? Third. There we go. Did I just hit the husk? Surely I would have one-shot the husk. Like, husks are not as strong as cannibals. They will get one shot from a chest shot, even without tactical cloak. Like, that is just a thing. Ravagers just got taken care of. Again, I'm worried about the flanks, because always worried about the flanks. It's very easy to get surrounded on this map. Really, really is. I know I keep ragging on about it, but it's bloody true, and we're going to see that later on. Oh, good lord, that's a lot of Marauders just lining up. And you can see the Phase Disruptor just dealing loads of damage. Oh, I think I see this guy's game plan. He's using the Phase Disruptor, which drains your shields when you use it. And then you use Biotic Charge to restore your shields, and then you can go back to spamming Phase Disruptor. Fair enough. I mean, if it works, right? If you're good with it, then keep going. But we're going to see that this guy is going to get... I mean, he already got grabbed once. And he's going to get downed later on as well. So, I don't know. Maybe he just needs a little bit of practice. I'm trying to line up a shot here, and I kind of freak because... Well, Tactical Cloak only has a limited duration. You can't just wait there forever. You know? So I take the shot even though I haven't lined it up properly. I see these two have... this whole situation sorted, so what I should do is I should cover the retreat, right? Cover the retreat. Or we're covering this way. No, cover the retreat. There you go. And this is where things are going to start to get messy. We've got 3 Marauders and a Brute? Yeah, I need to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, 2 Marauders and a Ravager. And a Banshee just spawned right next to me. And there's another Banshee. Is that a second Ravager as well? Holy shit, we are surrounded. I need to GTFO. Because I am not tanky at all. I need to stay as far away from this as possible, whilst also somehow providing support to my teammates while staying alive. This is going to get really, really messy if my teammates don't get out of there. As N7's dude does get out of there, he's down below, just there, and I'm failing with my shots because I'm just the best player in the world. Take out that guy's shields. God damn, this fucking Mantis needs to be a little bit stronger. Maybe I should have put the heavy barrel on this, although I think my heavy barrel isn't quite leveled up enough to be able to do that. Oh, that was interesting. Uh-oh, this is bad. Oh, watch this. So what that bright flash was, instead of the screen going red when I died, that was me activating a Spec Ops pack. As in, like, I was supposed to get, like, fully revived, or fully restored, like, all full health, full shields, but I got down at the exact same time, so... Ooh, and I almost dicked myself right there, rolling towards the Banshee when I meant to roll to the side, or do a sidestep. Also almost got dicked earlier as well, when the guy revived me right in front of the Banshee and the Brute, which is a really bad idea. And right here, I do not clock that there's a fucking Ravager right behind me. I see the damage that... I saw that she got downed, and I just assumed, oh shit, where'd that come from? I didn't think that they'd be behind me, because I thought we were here so nothing could spawn behind me. You know, we were there for long enough to where the, you know, they must have spawned there. Oh god, that's awful. I'm going to try and finish off this Marauder before I start moving on to the Ravager, but the Ravager's kind of gone out of line of sight, so Banshee it is! Or Banshee disappears, and Ravager seems to think it's got a line of sight on me. A little bit of chip damage on a Ravager never hurts, though, because it doesn't have shield, so it can't regen it. So these guys seem to have the Banshees occupied. Take out the real threat, which is the Ravager, and then we can move on to the Banshees. Banshee goes down, good old fire explosion, and I've got one more. Alright, doing pretty well so far. Although I noticed that Asari Justicar didn't use a Medigel when they really could have. So I'm wondering, are they out of Medigels, or are they just refusing to use them? Because they are very... As that Ravager just spawns right in front of me, did you see that? It wasn't there 1 second, then it just popped up, I shoot it in the face, it doesn't take any damage because it's just spawned, so it's got like spawn immunity or some bullshit. What the hell, dude? Fucking firebase hydra at its finest. God, I hate this map. Although it's not so bad for me this round because I'm using a sniper rifle, which can take full advantage of the long lines of sight, but holy shit, if you're using a shotgun or a melee build, eesh, yeah, this map is nasty. As I'm concerned about the Banshees on my left, but I'm more concerned about the Ravagers in front of me, because I know that they're the real threat. Because again, Banshees are melee units, they come at you and they force you to run, but Ravagers are what kills you when you do run. This is bad. N7 guy's gone down, and I feel like I can get him, so I take out that Marauder, second Marauder pops up, and I'm all of a sudden like, ooh, I might not be able to get him, because I can't one-shot these fucking Marauders, and then there's a Ravager right in front of me, and a Banshee behind me. Dude reses, I take out the Marauder just to make it a little bit safer for him to get up, and hopefully run away. Ravager's targeting me, so it is completely safe for him to get up and get out of there. I'm going to try and take out this Ravager, but Banshee's putting pressure on us, so we need to GTFO. Not good. The Ravager's almost dead as I target a different Ravager. Another teammate goes down. There we go, finally finish off the Ravager. This dude's occupying a Banshee and a Brute. Another Banshee comes up. I really want to save this dude, but... I mean... He self-reses. I don't know where the fuck that Banshee went, but I get shot from my left, which notifies me to the Marauder and the Brute right next to me. This is really bad. Ooh! They're getting pinned there, and I'm in a bad spot as well. Getting pincered. As I fail right there. Get hit by a Brute, and I need to fucking run. I need to get into some sort of better position than I currently was. This is bad. Okay, so there's a Banshee, so I'm not going to revive the first dude, because it'll just instantly dick him. So I go to revive the second one, but he's about to get executed, so he gels. And there's so much shit around here that I just need to run. Like, I can't res anyone there, because if I do, I'm dead. So now I've got some Marauders up here to deal with as well. This is a clusterfuck. Guy uses a missile launcher. Gets 2 Banshees and a Brute. That's fair enough. And... oh, he got grabbed. That's really bad. Oh no. N7 dude got grabbed. Not good. Dealing pretty well with these Marauders though. All things considered. Managing to... oh no! We had it, dude! We had it! Wave 9 was in the bag! We were almost there! Why? Oh, host migration restarts the wave, so we have to do all of that all over again. And actually, I just noticed that my armor piercing isn't on my sniper rifle, which leads me to believe that it resets your gear bonuses as well. And the reason why I say that is because if you look at my equipment, I'm back up to max. I was down to 3 Spec Ops packs and 3 Medigel. Now I'm on 5 and 4 respectively. So we're going to have to do this again without our gear bonuses, of which I had a Sniper Amp 3 and a Armor Piercer 3, as I get taken down by a Ravager, which is very unfortunate. And then I get dicked. Episodic PSA. Don't fucking revive people next to a grab enemy. I didn't realize that dude got grabbed. You see, at this point, I just put my mouse and keyboard down and I fucking walked away because I was fucking pissed, dude. Host migration into getting downed by a Ravager because I'm stupid. I didn't see it. And then I get dicked. And now the other 2 dudes got grabbed. So now it's just this Vulture soldier by himself against an entire wave 9 on gold. That is not something that you want. I mean, yes, the Vulture soldier is actually fairly good, but on hydra, gold, wave 9, not something that he can reasonably solo. This is very bad. He's getting cornered. I think this is going to be a missile. Yeah, he's trying to group them all together. Try and get a missile. That'll be 2 Banshees and 2 Brutes, if he can get it. Which he does. Shit, dude. He needs to get out of there. Yeah. Getting swarmed. Oh, and he just lost his, what's that called? The Blood Rage. Needs to kill some enemies, get some more health regen. Hey, this is really difficult. I don't even know what to suggest here. Like, do you focus the Marauders to try and make it safer for you to be able to move around the map? Or do you take out the immediate threat of the Banshees and the Brutes? Because this is a little bit different than when everybody's alive. Because when everybody's alive, you can focus different things to other people, you know? I can focus the Ravagers, whilst other people focus the Brutes and Banshees and whatnot, you know? But when you're by yourself, you need to be really careful about what you're targeting. But at the moment, he's just running away. So I have no idea what his game plan is. Trying to run around, flank these Banshees. He's pulled out a rocket. I think he's going to try and group up these Banshees again. Yeah, I remember this. This is when I got back after my little walk. Oh, but you have to admit, that's so frustrating. This is dangerous. This is really dangerous. He needs to... he got grabbed. You saw the camera kind of pan towards the Banshee. Yeah. There you go. Mission failed. That's why this episode is a little bit different. Is because it's a failed one. We did not succeed. Oh. And like I said, it's a series of unfortunate events. Host decides to fucking rage quit when we're almost done with Wave 9, meaning we have to restart the whole thing, takes away our gear bonuses, and then I get downed by a Ravager because I'm stupid, and then some moron decides to revive me right in front of a Banshee, which I immediately get grabbed by, and then the other 2 people get grabbed, so now it's just down to the Vulture. And he just doesn't have the damage or the survivability to be able to take out Wave 9 on Hydra, because it's Hydra, you know? This map is insane. It's so easy to get surrounded by enemies, and it's so easy to get picked off at a distance. It's a very, very difficult map, you know? But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Maybe next time we'll get a victory, might be a defeat. But I'll catch you next time.